Did you notice that at several news conferences, Donald Trump said there were certain drugs that might work with the coronavirus? They hadn't been tested with the formal tests that the FDA requires, but they appear to help some patients get better as a result. The headline in the New York Times said the president is promoting untested drugs. Washington Post, these are unproven drugs. Same kind of headline appeared across the country in publication after publication. Here's what the stories didn't tell you. Did you know that when a drug is proven, that is, the FDA says it really works and it's safe, that it is likely to work for you only about half the time? And in some cases, drugs approved by the FDA only work 20% of the time. So just knowing that a drug has passed a test doesn't tell you it's going to work for you. You have to do your own tests. And do you think that once a drug is proven, there are no side effects? There are indeed side effects with almost every drug that we know about, and they're often listed on the information that you get when you obtain the drug. Well, what about unproven drugs? These are drugs that are used for a purpose that has not gone through normal FDA testing. They're sometimes called off-label uses of drugs. Did you know that as many as 1 out of every 5 drugs prescribed in the United States today is for an off-label purpose? It's to treat a problem, and the treatment of that problem has never been approved by the FDA. For cancer drugs, it can be as many as 1 in 2. 1 in 2 cancer drugs never approved by the FDA, yet they're out there saving lives and improving the health of people with cancerous conditions. Now, a new study by David Henderson and Charles Hooper asks why we have the regulations we have with respect to drugs. In general, a drug can't come on the market unless the FDA says it's efficacious and it's safe. Henderson and Hooper don't question the idea that the drug should be safe. But once we establish that, why do we need to also establish that it's efficacious when we know that even after the FDA decides it's efficacious, it's only going to work half the time? So what they recommend is that safety is the only standard we need to keep drugs off the market. Let the drugs go on the market. We know we're going to have to experiment patient by patient anyway, so let's let the experimentation begin in the private sector. And with respect to the coronavirus, this may stop the virus and it may save lives. We don't want millions of people to die because of regulatory bureaucracy. So look at this brief analysis. I think you're going to find a lot in it that's new and surprising, and you're going to know a lot more about drugs when you complete it. Thanks so much for spending time with me this morning. I think you know we're a nonprofit organization. We depend on voluntary contributions from people like yourself, and that's the only way we can sustain the work we're doing. If you like what we're doing, you want us to continue doing it, then we do need your help. And on the page below this video, there's an opportunity for you to give to us. And if you have a few extra shekels in your pocket, now's the time we could use the help.